Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Watchlist by Magenta Trade. Once again, today is Wednesday, the 11th of May, and we are back with our regular YouTube live program, the Watchlist. At Magenta Trade, we teach you how to grow your portfolio using option trading strategies. We explain in simple terms how you can participate in the world-leading companies with a fraction of the amount that would need as a normal investment. In the vast ocean of stock market, there are plenty of opportunities to gain from the movement of share prices every day. However, market is unpredictable, volatile, and sometimes complex to understand. In order to be successful, you need a disciplined, rule-based approach developed over a longer period of time and experience in the market and focused on building a long-term portfolio to protect your hard-earned money. Welcome once again, and thanks a lot for joining. But first, let's have a look at our disclosures. I'll quickly stop my video and share my screen so that you can see better. Okay. So today is 11th of May, and all our discussions at Magenta Trade are solely for educational and informational purposes. We are not investment advisors, and you should consult a financial advisor before making any investments. Options trading involve exceptional gains, but at the same time, they pose inherent risk. Past results are no guarantee of future gains. We are not finance professionals, and we are not aware of your personal financial circumstances. For more disclosures, you can visit our website, www.magentatrade.com. Now, quickly, a few words about me. I've been actively trading in stocks, ETFs, futures, options, warrants, CFDs, and currencies for more than 15 years. I've turned my personal trading and passion and experience into professional coaching. And recently, we have formed the company Magenta Trade to share with you my strategies of success in trading using simple terms and techniques. My favorite areas of coaching are trade management and money management. I have experienced immense potential of trading options based on stocks and ETFs, and I help you understand how they might help you build a steady and reliable retirement income stream. As a coach, I focus on a daily routine, follow simple rule-based strategy, use simple tools to enter and exit the trades, and manage your positions in 15-20 minutes every day. At Magenta Trade, we base our strategies on three dimensions of investment: long-term capital growth, building a retirement portfolio over a longer period of time, generating regular income using stocks and options trading strategies, and ensuring your capital is adequately protected against severe market downturns so that your hard-earned money is not wasted in adventure. Now, let's look at some of the numbers, some of the recent trades that we closed. In one of the SPX trades, we gained 15.5% in 5 days. In one of the workday trades, we gained 8% in 10 days. Another SPX trade, 14.6% profit in 3 days. One of the Apple trades got us 13.25% profit in 6 days. Microsoft, we got 10.8% in 6 days. These are some of the examples of the recent trades that we completed. Some of them are still in progress. I'll let you know when we close them. In terms of trading, what I have observed is you should be confident of why you are investing, using specific criteria of entry and exit, following effective, proven strategies, well backtested, to grow your portfolio and safeguarding your capital from the massive volatility in the market. You should always look for opportunities in the market, whether stocks are going up, down, or sideways. Our strategies should consider all scenarios that market presents to us to explore new opportunities every day. At Magenta Trade, we teach you how to follow the simple steps to explore and invest in stocks and options following clearly defined rules of trade management, entry, and exit. Practice the simple steps, use the available tools and resources, and follow the rules so that the process becomes mechanical and efficient. Investment is a process of consistently applying the techniques that we teach on a regular basis and aim for success with perseverance and analysis. Even when the odds are against, you need to follow the rules to protect yourself and maintain discipline to attain long-term results. In our options trading masterclass program, we teach you the fundamentals of options trading, factors determining the pricing of options, how the options help you make significant gains using small investments, and how you can protect your traditional investment in stocks and make regular income in your portfolio. We follow a step-by-step approach for entry and exit in different market conditions to explore trading opportunities. Our rule-based strategies help you find profitable trades using simple tools and techniques. We teach you how to manage your trades on a daily basis based on developing market conditions. In order to handhold you in this learning curve during the program, we help you with live trading sessions where we make real live trading and show you the positions that we are trading. For more information on our courses and learning material, please visit our website www.magentatrade.com. In this watchlist program, we navigate through the market, discuss about earnings, major announcements, and market developments, and we browse through some of the stocks that we keep on adding to our watch list. Let's have a quick look at some of the numbers that were announced today, the earnings numbers. First one of them is Roblox. Roblox reported a first quarter March 2022 loss of 27 cents per share on revenue of $537.1 million. The consensus or the estimate was of around 21 cents per share on revenue of $641.8 million. Revenue grew 38.8% on a year-on-year basis. In terms of daily active users and hours engaged, the results are up by 28% and 22% respectively. Net cash provided by operating activities of $156.4 million. Free cash flow was $104.6 million. Bookings decreased by 3% in quarter one to $631.2 million. In terms of estimates for April 2022, revenue was between $189.9 million to $192 million, up 30% to 32% year on year. Bookings for April were between $221 million to $224 million, down 8%, 8 to 10% year on year. The company says we remain focused on delivering our innovation roadmap to unlock the full potential of the Roblox platform and drive long-term returns for investors. The next company is Sophie Technologies. Sophie Technologies reported a first quarter March 2022 loss of 14 cents per share on revenue of $330 million, whereas the estimate was more or less around the same. The company said it expects the second quarter revenue of $330 million to $340 million and expects the 2022 financial year revenue of between $1.5 billion to $1.51 billion. The company's previous guidance was around $1.47 billion, so that is better than so the current estimate is better than what was estimated earlier. However, the consensus revenue estimate is around $342 million for the quarter ending 30th of June, that is the second quarter of 2022. In terms of other numbers, GAAP net revenue of $330 million, up by 69%, and $322 million record adjusted net revenue, up by 49% year-on-year. New member adds of 408,000, quarter-end total members up 70% year-on-year to nearly 3.9 million. New product adds of 689,000, quarter-end total products up 84% year-on-year to nearly 5.9 million. Let's look at another result. Israel Chemicals Limited. Israel Chemicals reported a first quarter of March 2022 earnings of 48 cents per share on revenue of $2.5 billion. Whereas the estimate was about 33 cents per share, and the revenue was estimated to be around $2.1 billion. The ICL is a leading global specialty minerals company today, and they reported consolidated sales of around $2.5 billion, up 67% year-on-year versus $1.5 billion in the last year. Operating income of $902 million, and it's up by 388%. Adjusted operating income of $880 million, which is up by 376%. The results were fantastic, and the stock is currently up by more than 10%. Next company is Fiverr International. Fiverr announced its first quarter March 2022 earnings of 11 cents per share on revenue of $86 million, whereas the estimate was around the same. However, the estimated earnings per share was around 2 cents only. Stock is down by more than 24% now, based on the weak guidance. The previous guidance was around $373 million to between $379 million for the second quarter, whereas the current estimate is of around revenue of $345 million to $365 million. So that's for the entire year of 2022. And for the second quarter, the revenue is expected to be around between $86 million to $87.5 million. Active buyers as of 31st March 2022 grew to 4.2 million compared to 3.8 million as of 31st March 2021. Spend per buyer as of 31st March 2022 reached $251 in comparison to $216 as of March 31st. Take rate for the first quarter of 2022 was 29.6%, up from 27.2% for the first quarter of 2021, an increase of 240 basis points year on year. Let's look at some of the other numbers that we have here. One of them is Unity Technologies. Again, the results were good, but the forecast was not as per the expectation, and the stock is currently trading more than 30%. Yep. Unity Software, the world's leading platform for creating and operating interactive real-time 3D content. They announced their first quarter 2022 revenue of $20 million, which is up from 36% year on year. The company reported strong growth in terms of both revenue and other aspects of their metrics. One of the metrics they follow is customers with more than $100,000 of revenue in the trailing 12 months, which has increased to 1,083 in comparison to 837 year-on-year basis or a year ago. Dollar-based net expansion rate as of 31st March 2022 was 135% in comparison to 140% a year ago. Excuse me. The earnings per share was a loss of 60 cents per share based on basic and basic numbers, basic number of shares, and diluted net loss is around 39 cents per share. However, the forecast of the company is not that great. Overall, in terms of Q2, the guidance is revenue is $290 million to $295 million. And in terms of 2022 entire year, the guidance is currently around $1.3 billion to $1.425 billion. Year-on-year revenue growth is expected to be only around between 6% to 8% for the second quarter, whereas for the year-on-year 2022 growth is expected to be between 22% to 28%. So the existing revenue or the numbers are pretty good, but the forecast is not that great. I was just looking at the balance sheet of the company, and unless the company is able to generate sufficient revenue, at least maybe twice or more than that, they are not able to match the two important figures. One of them is research and development, which is currently around more than $220 million per quarter. So that is one of the major, can say, outgoing for the company. The other one is their expenses on the shares or the compensation based on shares. That's another more than $100 million. So unless also the sales and marketing is $103 million, and general and administrative expenses are $72 million for the quarter. And yeah, so unless the revenue is almost twofold, I would say, the profit, it will be very difficult for the company to make any profit at this stage. The other number that I wanted to discuss today is the Coinbase. Again, the stock is down by 28%. In terms of Unity Software, the stock is down by more than 35%. Okay, Coinbase Global also reported their first quarter March 2022 loss of $1.98 per share on revenue of $1.2 billion, whereas the estimate was only 35 cents per share in terms of earnings, and in terms of revenue, the estimated figure was around $1.5 billion. So that's where they missed out the revenue guidance, but at the same time, the forecast for the next quarter and the next or the entire 2022 is not that great. They are expecting a significant reduction in the number of users who are using the platform or their the cryptocurrencies. Overall, the crypto market is also also down by more than 60% on the annual basis. So the earnings in terms of those cryptos is also very less. So that's another result that we wanted to discuss. Let's go back to the market. What's happening? excuse me. Quickly, S&P 500 is down to 3,969 now, down by almost 0.8%. I did a video quickly yesterday after the close of the market, and at that time it was almost down to 4,000. So today it is down by 31, 32 points, and but it opened strongly today, and after opening it went up to the high of 4,049. So it was up by 49 points almost today, but then it reversed, and currently, along with the other indices like NASDAQ and Dow, it is also down. NASDAQ is particularly hit hard currently down by 2%. One of the main stocks that is down is Apple, which is down by more than 5% now. Dow is down by 0.4% almost. So all of them have broken the major support level there. Yesterday, I was discussing about S&P 500. The stock has had broken the major support level on Monday, and yesterday it was a confirmation, and then it's on the downward trajectory now. Another thing that I discussed yesterday was in terms of the next support level. So what I see is the next support level is around 3594, which is about 400 points or 10 percentage in terms of the current standings. So there is a further downside as per this support level. Let's see whether it can bounce back from a level before that. It's very difficult to draw at this moment, but let's say we draw somewhere in terms of fib retracement. If we start drawing from here, which is October 2020, and up to this top level, which was achieved on January 2022. Okay, let's remove that. Okay, try it once again. Okay, so 61% comes to 3842. So currently it has broken the level of 50%, which was 4029, and that is where almost towards that was my major support level 4062. Currently the 61.8% level is 3842. So that is another level maybe we can technically look for holding on to. Otherwise, I think it will be 3594. That's the major support level that I look for here, which is around 78% retracement. So that's SPX or the S&P 500. Let's look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is also probably looking for the next support level, and what I was looking for around 9847. So that's a steeper correction from the current level of 11,490. So it will be around another 1,600 or so, which is more than 10%, almost 15%, almost 15% correction from here. Okay, let's have a look in terms of The stocks before that, VIX is currently trading at 32.35, which is down by 1.88%, and the dollar index is down by 0.05%. So that's all right. That's almost flat. Gold is up by 0.8%, silver is up by 1.6%, and oil is today up by 6.5%. Previously, in 2 trading days, it was up by almost 10%. Sorry, it was down by 10%. Currently, it's up by 6.4%. So it has recovered. Bitcoin, once again, has fallen below $30,000 and currently at 29,772. Ethereum is down by 7.5%, down to 2162. Let's have a look at other stocks here. Apple, significantly down today, down by almost 5%, and it has also broken the support level there. Another major support level, I would say at $152.95. The volume is also significant today. By the way, Apple has discontinued one of their iconic products today, which was iPod, originally released on 2001. So the company has said that they will no longer manufacture those models, but whatever is there in their stock, they will continue to sell. So that would be something probably for grab for a collection. Now I'd say. Okay, in terms of other shares, let's have a quick look. Advanced Auto Parts is more or less flat today. Accenture is down by 1.4%. ADI is down by 1.1%. Analog Devices, Akamai Technologies up by 1.18%. Applied Materials is down by 2.1%. So it's a bit of a mixed bag today. It's not entirely all the stocks are down in NASDAQ or in S&P. Umbrella is down by 2.4%. But wherever the correction is, it is a bit steep. Umbrella is down by 2.3%. AMD is actually up by 0.7%. They had a very good earnings number. Amazon is again down by 2.9%, which is almost 3% now. They have already gone back to the level of more than 2 years. Arista Network is down by 1.3%. Air Products is down up by 1.5%. APP is down by 2.59%. Applovin Corporation. Digital Turbine is down by more than 7% now. So they are teaming up with AccuWeather for app distribution. Activision is up by 0.5%. AVTR is up by 0.3%. Activision Blizzard, if you'd like to know more about how to capitalize on the opportunity for Activision Blizzard, we did a video earlier in the YouTube. You can check our YouTube channel, and also that video is on our website. So you can have a look how we did we placed the company Activision Blizzard, and in terms of trading, how we can have multiple strategies on that. Amex is down by almost a percentage point, 0.9%. Bank of America is up by 0.5%. Best Buy is down by 5.3%. Bumble is again down by 5.7%. So it has lost significantly. And when was the earnings? The earnings is after market hours today. Okay. Berkshire is more or less flat, up by 0.2%. Blackstone is down by 1.5%. Chegg is again down by 5.4%. Charter Communications down by 3.4%. Chivi is down by more than 10% today. Chivi, not sure exactly if there is any particular news item there. Let's have a look at certain other stocks. Electronic Arts, they also reported their earnings, and let's have a quick look for the Electronic Arts. So one of the major announcements for them was that they are ending the partnership with FIFA for their leading game. The company was doing that game for more than 30 years now, and but that will end with this year. The new version, or the latest, the upcoming version of the soccer game would be probably EA Sports FC. It won't be called FIFA as such. Anyways, the stock is up by 10%. Let's have a look at the earnings numbers that was announced yesterday after market hours. The earnings per share was reported $1.32. So it was much less than the expected, and revenue is more or less in line with the expectation, $1.75 billion. But their forecast is pretty good, and that's one of the reasons probably a share is up by around 10% now. Let's have a look at another one, Wendy. Wendy is again down by more than 11%. Their earnings was more or less in line, but the revenue is less than the expected numbers. The fast food chain missed the first quarter estimates on the top and bottom lines. The company reported an adjusted 17 cents in per share earnings. The revenue of $489 million. Whereas in general, the market is up. Even today, the inflation numbers are hovering around the previous level. Let's look at some of the other numbers. Okay. Another company that reported the numbers today was the Real. The stock is down by more than 18% today. And let's have a quick look at the numbers. Their earnings per share is 47 cents, even though the expectation was more losses. Revenue $146 million. That's also better than expected, but the stock is really hammered as of now, down by 18%. Another stock is Krispy Kreme. Donut. Krispy Kreme is up by almost 5%. Let's see their numbers. Earnings per share 8 cents, and revenue is $372 million. So that stock is doing good. Occidental Petroleum. Occidental Petroleum, the stock is up by 2%. The earnings per share was $2.12. Revenue $8.34 billion. That's doing much better than expected. And that company is in actually positive territory for the last few days as well. Even though the general market is not very encouraging. So that is interesting. The stock is still above the 50 days moving average, and it went today up above the 20 days moving average as well. So that's interesting. Occidental Petroleum. Okay. OXY. Let's add it to our watch list. Okay. Let's add it to our watch list quickly. OXY. I will add them to our stock list. Let's add some stocks today. Okay. Perigo. That company also announced the earnings. Earnings were 33 cents per share, and revenue was $1.07 billion. The stock is currently up by 4.3%. H&R Block. Wow. The stock is up by more than 18%. Let's look at the numbers. Earnings per share $4.11, and revenue was $2.06 billion. Much better than expected. And they also issued positive financial guidance on upbeat results from tax season. So that's great. But stock is up by 18%. Wow. That's pretty good. Okay. So another stock I wanted to add in our list was Microsoft. Let's see, how is Microsoft doing today? Microsoft is also down by 2.9% today. So I'll add Microsoft and Occidental Petroleum. Electronic Arts also I will add. Coinbase probably, I'll not add. Unity Software I would like to add. Okay, let's go back to our list once again. Comcast is down by 0.6%. Salesforce is down by 2.8%. Crocs is down by 1.4%. Corteva is up by 2.27%. DuPont is up by 1.4%. Dell Technologies is down by 1.5%. DHI down by 4%. DHI, yeah, it has again gone back to the level of October, I think October 2020. Okay, it's at a 52-week low currently. Of course, yeah. Disney is down by 1.8%. Disney was supposed to announce the earnings. It's after market hours today. DocuSign is down by 2.8%. Domino's Pizza is down by 2.5%. Ecolab is up by 0.6%. Eastman Chemical is up by almost a percentage. And Enphase Energy is down by 8.5% today. EPAM Systems down by 6.7%. HC is down by 6.48%. EXP World Holdings is down by almost 10%, 9.5%. Even Meta, Facebook is down by 3.6%. Fortinet is up by 1.4%. Google is more or less flat today. Good RX and down by again another 5% after the earnings report. Netflix is again down by 5.8%. And NVIDIA is down by 5% as well. Oracle is also down by 1.5%. Pinterest is down by 5.6%. Palantir Technologies is down by another 7% today. Qualcomm is down by 3%. Teladoc is down by 2.5%. Tesla is down by 7.7%. It's interesting. Upstart is again down by 17%. Wow, that market is brutal today. Workday is down by 5.5%. Wow, significantly down, whereas the market actually opened in a very positive territory at at one point. Even the futures were up earlier. After that, the market opened in the positive territory, but then since then it has reversed significantly. Okay, so that's about it. Thanks a lot, everyone, for joining today, and keep on watching our YouTube channel and the live video. Sorry, the live from the trading show, live from trading room every day. The watch list. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow.